Hello people on this internet, it's me, Crazy Monkey Dude, sending back in with another review, and yes, I know, I'm late, and yes, I know, this isn't Judica. However, excuses for both. One, why haven't I uploaded in so long? My reasoning, life. And two, why is this not Judica? Well, I decided to retcon that in like the 3 months I haven't recorded anything, or basically died. I'm deciding to do the smallest of the 5 and then work my way up, and this guy doesn't happen to be the smallest. So, with that being said, who is this mysterious man? You may ask. Well, this model's name is Tinnurron, and this is the one we're going to be reviewing today. Now, some background information on Tinnurron is that he was one of the 5 aforementioned models that exist for the 2007 Canon contest. And the Canon contest for 2007 isn't really all that known, as like it's kind of obscure, obsolete, whatever you want to say. And the most famous of the model would probably be Zarnak, which is the first place winner. He was the 5th place winner, I believe, or one of the 5 winners of the first of the Canon contest. And that meant that he is actually Canon in the story. However, his name is not. And the builder, I can't remember the builder's name off the top of my head. There should be a link in the description at some point with the link to the BS01 article and the TTTV benches boards, where I actually found the instructions, or at least I could reverse engineer it. So yeah, we're going to get into the review. First off, we're going to start off with, of course, everyone's favorite, feet. So the feet and legs, nothing really special. One thing to note is that a lot of this model is not very special, per se. He is a very weird model, and he is probably one of the weaker models. However, I do like him. But again, let's get into the review with the feet. Feet are just simple product feet. Nothing really much. The lower legs are just Toa, Holly, and Aika's legs, and then the upper legs are just Sitarax legs. This is literally just Sitarax legs, and in the model, they're supposed to be something like this. So technically I have them on backwards. However, I just thought that looked a little weird and not good, so I just flipped them. And it really doesn't do anything other than just keep the ugly, exposed axle that it has inside, and it just kind of rounds them out a little bit more. Up on the torso, he is just, again, he borrows a lot, so he's not very special. In fact, this whole thing is just taking parts and just slapping them together from sets. This torso is just 2 keys, just with, instead of a key to orange, it's black. This arm, we're to the left arm now, is just Axon's arm. In the model, it's supposed to be looking something like that, where it's not supposed to have like this armor bit on, and just have like the pin sticking out. But I put the armor on it because it has the pin there, so it's just Axon's arm with a just gunmetal Anika leg from Huki and just the 3 claws. This is actuality, again, another borrowed thing from Axon. This is one of Axon's hands that has been modified in the model to be this proto steel claw, which honestly this looks cool on its own, but again, it was Axon's. This whole model just ripped off from parts, and again, it was just straight up just Axon's hand with this, with no fingers, with this just slapped on top of it. It looked really weird, and had like a open ball joints facing instead of, or open sockets instead of facing to the back, to the front. It's just awkward. The other arm is just very simplistic. It is just another Holly Anika arm with a shoulder pad, which also reminds me, I actually also technically built this wrong, because this leg is supposed to be gunmetal like this one, so it was just one set. It was one Holly and one Huki, and it was just swapped between the 2. I didn't like that because I decided to give him the robot arm and just a normal arm, which this is from this is just a car power weapon, and you could probably guess where he got this from. But yeah, no, again, this arm's just an arm. Car power weapon with red Borak eyes and just a Holly arm This might be a different color. It might be blue. It might be black. I don't remember off the top of my head. I just keep the gunmetal just to kind of keep it together. But I don't remember off the top of my head. The head, of course. Now we're actually going to get to the head. It's very simplistic. It is just two Borak eyes. It's just Karpar's eyes just on the top of his head. And instead of having teeth right here like that, he's just got a single horn. And, of course, the Baraki pincers on the top. Honestly, it doesn't look that bad. A lot of people use these kind of like head designs. In particular, they did with Mantax's head. I know the Lone Swordsman has a mock of using that, and I think the Redmen or Oskabot or something like that used one as well a long time ago for another one of their Makuta mocks. And I think Shade uses one as well. There's a lot of people who do it like that, who just use the heads upside down. Now, however, we're going to flip them over. As you can see, a little bit interesting on the back side. So, the back. I'm going to lift up this cape for a minute. And as you can see, nothing really special. Just a couple of hand connectors connected together, covered up by the cape. And then here we have wings. Now this kid also had an Exoforce set. And literally just took the wings off of an Exoforce set called the Iron Condor and slapped it on the back of this set, on the back of this model, and also took Vizon's cape. This is actually Vizon's cape, so this is probably one of the more expensive ones that you might have to get for the set. And honestly, I think it works for at least this model. Again, a lot of borrowed parts, so in that part, no, this model isn't the greatest in terms of just unique building techniques, as it's literally just taking like from 6 other sets and just slapping it together into one model. However, I think it does look alright for a prisoner. Like if you were to just take one of the Baraki, like for instance, I'm just gonna take Mantax, just normal Mantax, not my review, the Baraki week, just revamped one, just take the normal Mantax and just stick them aside. I mean, kind of work as like a prisoner of the pit, and I guess it works just fine. Which also, I mean, we might as well get into the size comparison now that I got Mantax down, or had Mantax down. I mean, first off, we're gonna just do it with a Mauretorn because this is 2007. Camera back a little bit down. Yeah, Mauretorn. Just normal Mauretorn, which you can't even see that. Do I have a normal Mauretorn? No, I don't. Whatever. We're gonna do the Metronui Toa, and then we're gonna do a Nika build, or short Nika build, in terms of Toa on. So yeah, as you can see, he's pretty tall, and it's all thanks to the fact that he uses just Ceterax legs with the Nika legs on them, and nothing really else. He is, again, a very boring mock, very boring mock. I don't really recommend him. However, if you are going to be a collector, just like with most of the things you're going to buy, you're probably going to be like if you're a snotty completionist like I am, you're going to build them anyway. But yeah, no, this guy isn't good, I'd say, at all. So yeah, that's fun. I mean, I like him personally. I think he, again, serves a role as being a prisoner for, fairly well. But again, as a mock, not really good. He's got, I mean, one, really lanky proportions. Objectively, lanky proportions. He's also very unstable in the feet because the Prydac feet are just long, and he's very front heavy and not back heavy because of the wings and the fact that these feet are fine. But if you hold him like, he's very just back heavy. It's very awkward. Again, just building techniques isn't really fun at all. He's just Axon's arm with Axon's hand that's just like slightly modified for the Proto Steel. He's just he's just a sideways just Karpar head and a Nika torso, literally just Ceterax legs. Mine are a little recolored because I didn't have all the parts, but literally the model is just Ceterax legs, and then the wings are just the wings from the Exoforce says, which honestly are probably one of the cooler things, is that the fact he was able to use them. But yeah, Again, I like him. I think he's fine. He looks good, at least on the shelf, together with a bunch of the other models, and I think he serves his purpose well. However, as a model, I don't really recommend it, which is one of the very few ones I don't recommend. In contrast, though, the other one I'm going to be reviewing right after this one, Zacron. Yes, Zacron. I do recommend, but for reasons you'll see why once I get that video uploaded. And speaking of the video, this is the end of it. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think in the comment section below, if you're going to build them, if you like them, etc. And yeah, enjoy the video, enjoy my videos. Again, like, comment, subscribe, and watch out for the other review of Tinnurron, and I will be doing Druidicca as well. So yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.